Now I'm joined here by Longford Town manager Neale Fenn. Neale, last game of the season, it was a 2-2 draw with UCD. Your thoughts on that game?
On the game itself, a game of two halves, an old cliche, but the first half we were way off the pace. They took the lead obviously for a mistake from Mick, and probably deserved the lead, and then scored another one soon after, and we were under the cosh for the whole half really. We changed it a little bit at half time, had a chat with the boys, and they came out and performed how we expect them to perform at home in front of our crowd, and they were very good in the second half.
Speaking of the second half, a few players, we won't name names, their first half performance left a lot to be desired, but the second half, those players came out and showed a lot of heart and desire. They were the first to every ball, they were closing down players. What did you say to them at half time?
This is not acceptable. It's the last game of the season. We can get in the playoffs. All of you are playing for a contract for next season. So go out there and show us. Go out there and show people in the crowd that you want to be here and how much it means to getting in the playoffs. And I think every single one of them did.
2 great goals from Dean Dillon. That's his third now in 2 weeks. He scored one last week against Drogheda. His loan, I presume, is up now. Will you be looking maybe to get him back again next year?
Possibly. I don't want to give any secrets away. Possibly. I'll have to speak to Dean. He might not want to come back. Speak to Shamrock Rovers as well, because, like you say, he has been very good the last couple of weeks for us when he's got in the team.
When you look back at your first full year in management, was there anything you could take from? We didn't get promoted, but we were up there for most of the year. Is there anything you think can take into next season with this bunch of lads?
Yeah, I think obviously we're a year playing together now, which is a big thing. I don't think you can. It's difficult to build a championship winning team in a year. We would have liked to have done it. We were close to it at some points. We were close to it, but just came up short. Obviously, you see UCD. They're a couple of years in the making. The boys have been playing together for a while. Added maybe 1 or 2, but ours is more, half and half. So the boys know now, the ones that will be here next year, that what we expect. So it's up to them to try and force their way into the team if we get some new players in, and go for next season and kind of with that year under our belts now, knowing exactly what it takes to win the league.
We go into next year, most likely one of the favourites again. We were one of the favourites this year, but look how the division turned out. It was probably the most competitive first division in history. We go into next year probably one of the favourites again. You will be looking to keep the majority of tonight's squad. Can you confirm anyone that is staying on, or are you just working on it at the moment?
I spoke to a good few of the lads. Obviously, we weren't sure what division we were going to be in.
Yeah.
They're all ambitious players. They all want to play in the Premier Division. You can't deny that. They do want to play in the Premier Division. We're not in the Premier Division, but they also like the club. They also like the way we do things. They also like the way we play. They like the facilities at the club, and these are big factors. They should be big factors when you're deciding what club you want to sign for. So they all know that. I've spoken to a majority of the lads, and we'll be speaking to them again next week and try and get them all to commit.
The second half tonight showed, we are one of the best teams in the division. We could have won the league had inconsistency not played a major part this season.
Yeah, like I say, some of the results we've had have been excellent, and then games we've probably been expected to win, we haven't. And I can't put my finger on it. We've gone over each game and wondered why we couldn't win that game. A lot of it is sometimes when you've got young players, and it's difficult for them to continue to perform at a high level, even though UCD won the league doing that with young players. So I can't put my finger on it, but we'll be working in the off season, analysing every game that we've played, looking at it, where can we improve each factor of it. I know during the middle of the season it was defending wide free kicks was a problem for us. We sorted that out, so I'm sure we'll have a good look at it over the break and come back next year and try and eradicate any mistakes.
You heard Section O tonight in the stand, in full voice, and you made a point to stand in front of Section O and the stand for a good few minutes after tonight's game. How important was Longford Town's growing support over the season for the team? We're one of the few clubs in the first division that have gone against the grain. Our support has been steadily growing game after game. We had over 1,000 here against Cork. What was that like, having that throughout the whole season?
It was amazing, I said it the other day that against Drogheda last week, I've been to a few Drogheda matches in the crowd, in the home crowd, and there's hardly any away support there at all. So from our dugout, you can't really see anything. You can't see the away support at all. So after the game, you go there. I can hear them, but after the game, you go down the end of the pitch and you see there was hundreds there. I've never seen any club take that many away fans in the first division, especially. And like you say, growing each week. pushing us on. Tonight, unbelievable. You know, we were. I was worried about how the crowd were going to react. We were 2-0 down. It's the last game of the season, but they were fantastic. Even in the second half, you come out for the second half. They were amazing. Pushed us on, right behind us. We were up the ups and downs of the game with us in the second half, with the shots that were going wide and the goals we scored. So they've been fantastic all year, and we just, on behalf of the players and the staff, I'd like to thank them.
On behalf of myself and the media team and everyone at the club, we'd like to thank you for your patience with us this year and your access to the players and the team. You know, you've been more than generous, so we'd like to thank you on that.
No problem. No worries, anytime.
Come on.